While we have you, Alexis, there's something else, and we got to shift gears because we also got some big news from the FTC announcing Tuesday that companies will no longer be able to prevent employees from leaving to work for competitors. Now, this could shift the landscape significantly for some of the most valued skill sets in certain industries, even rupture the no-call list agreements between tech companies. We've seen some of those famed and viral emails between Adobe and of course, in the past, Steve Jobs at the time.
Right,
So what does this mean here?
So this is really a foundational shift in U.S. law. This is inundating my email box with lawyers trying to work their way through these 500 pages of this rule.
Wow.
Now, the FTC has said that all non-competes will be banned. It's very sweeping. There are some exceptions, but they're really narrow. Now, companies, once this rule is published in the Federal Register, which could be as soon as today, companies will have 120 days to comply. But what's going to happen is the business community, some of the business community, they're going to object. They're too going to ask for an injunction. They're going to say that the FTC does not have the authority to pass this kind of rule. Now, let's talk about the exceptions very briefly here. One is the main one. That's for business executives who earn $152,000 per year or more. But those that are not okay going forward. That's just the retroactive part. Also, an exception for companies that are engaging in the sale of a business. Basically, you can't enter into a sham sale in order to obtain non-compete agreements. Also, an exception in some sectors, in banking, in stockyard industry, as well as some nonprofits not covered by the rule. But what is going to happen is there are going to be objections. There are already 2 federal lawsuits filed. One comes from, expectedly, the Chamber of Commerce. Another comes from a professional services firm, both filed in federal courts in Texas, and they're going to push back. So whether or not in the end the FTC will be able to go forward with this very broad-based saying no non-competes across the U.S., that has yet to be seen.
Alexis, thanks so much for breaking this down for us, and Godspeed to your inbox as well here. Because my goodness, I can't imagine right now. Thanks so much.